Hello, good evening and salam Malaysia Madani. You are watching Malaysia Tonight with me, Nur Zamri. In our top stories, government remains steadfast in drafting strategy for food security. PSKL 2040 postponement allows BKL to seek rakyat's views. The Ministry of Plantation and Communities remains steadfast in drafting a strategy for food security. Along with the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, the effort involves several collaboration with conglomerates in the private sector, taking into account the needs of farmers and readers at the grassroots level. Minister concerned and Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Fadilah Yusof said the matter will be tabled to the Cabinet in the near future. Among them would include matters concerning the quality of plant seed and animal breed apart from feedback from industry players.
Dan keseluruhannya akan dilihat macam ni teknologi dapat digunakan supaya kita boleh memastikan kita mempunyai bekalan makanan yang cukup yang mampu dimiliki ataupun dibeli oleh rakyat kita.
He said this when met at a Ramadan program near Kuching, Sarawak today. Communications and Digital Minister Fahmi Fazil hopes that the postponement of the gathering of the Kuala Lumpur Structure Plan 2040 PSKL 2040 will provide space for the Kuala Lumpur City Hall BKL to listen to the people's views. He said the move is important to ensure that Kuala Lumpur's policy planning considers the voices of various parties, including the city's residents' associations.
Harapan saya dengan penangguhan bagi pewartaan ataupun kelulusan yang akan diberikan kepada plan struktur ini memberi sedikit ruang untuk bukan hanya mendengar keluh kesah rakyat, tapi saya rasa ada kewajaran pihak Dewan Madani Kuala Lumpur memberi maklum malas. Ada persatuan-persatuan penduduk ataupun NGO yang memaklumkan kepada saya mereka banyak bagi pandangan tapi tidak ada maklum malas.
Fahmi said he would examine the plan in his capacity as the Lembah Pantai Member of Parliament to ensure that it is developed by taking into account the human element in line with Madani principles introduced by Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim. Yesterday, the Premier announced the postponement of the gathering of PSKL 2040 until 31st of May to allow DBKL to hold further engagement sessions with stakeholders to explain and get appropriate feedback. In another development, Fahmi said he would discuss with DBKL and the Ministry of Local Government Development KPKT to help resolve the chronic issue of faulty lifts in private housing areas not under the BKL jurisdiction, such as low-cost flats.
Saya sedikit risau bukan hanya untuk kawasan PPR, tapi sebenarnya ada juga flat kos rendah yang hadapi masalah agak kronik tentang isu lift. Dan ini sedikit di luar bidang kuasa Dewan Madani Kuala Lumpur kerana ia private. Tak payah pergi jauh. Di seberang jalan, blok P20 Taman Bukit Angkasa hadapi masalah seperti ini. Jadi saya akan cuba bincang dengan pihak Dewan Madani Kuala Lumpur dan juga KPKT bagaimana boleh kita bantu kawasan-kawasan perumahan yang bukan di bawah jagaan bandaraya untuk isu lift ini.
He also revealed that the welfare of the local residents would be prioritised in terms of owning an affordable home. Fahmi said efforts would be made to ensure that home ownership of the houses built in Lembah Pantai would be prioritised for the local community. According to him, this can help to overcome the issue of high-density properties, especially the PPR, around Lembah Pantai. Various measures are being implemented under the Berita Madani Initiative Program to provide more comfort to the public. They include reducing congestion at hospitals and the Kuala Lumpur International Airport and overhauling dilapidated schools nationwide. Chief Secretary to the Government, Tan Sri Muhammad Zuki Ali, said that such efforts, managed by the Special Task Force on Agency Reform, were geared towards speedy and low-cost implementation with a high impact. He said it is crucial to see improvements to speed up, simplify and optimize available resources in the implementation of an initiative. He added that in the state context, the My Mudah initiative was introduced to ease the process of doing business to give the state government an advantage in attracting more investors.
Bertujuan untuk memudahkan urusan perniagaan agar dapat memberi kelebihan kepada kerajaan negeri dalam menarik lebih banyak pelabur ke dalam negeri. Jadi dengan memudahkan urusan perniagaan, pertumbuhan ekonomi tempatan akan dapat dipertingkatkan. Dan pada masa yang sama, peluang pekerjaan akan diwujudkan bagi anak-anak tempatan.
He said such initiatives can be a catalyst for economic development and the well-being of the people at the state level. The Human Resources Ministry has clarified that it has never held any discussion on the Foreign Worker Recruitment and Human Resource Management System (SPDRM) with any party. The ministry also made it clear that a statement that said it was giving its full support to SPDRM was false. The ministry, in a statement released today, expressed hope that this explanation will answer any questions or confusion among employers or the industries, especially the diplomatic representation of the source countries in Malaysia regarding SPDRM. The minister's explanation was referring to a media report yesterday, which among others said that SPDRM would be able to address the issue of human trafficking as well as expedite the entry of foreign workers into the country. According to the report also, SPDRM had fulfilled the recruitment of foreign workers regulations, including the conditions set by this country and the source nations. The Ministry of Domestic Trade and Cost of Living, KPDN, seized 26,000 litres of subsidised diesel worth 55,900 ringgit through an obstreperous raid it conducted on a wholesaler's premises near Padang Besar at 1 p.m. yesterday. Police KPDN Chief Enforcement Officer Farah Hadlina Rupai said the wholesaler was suspected of selling diesel to vehicles with Thai registration numbers based on a check of the stock book. She said when the inspection was carried out at the premises, it was found that the wholesaler failed to maintain the stock book of controlled goods for diesel oil and the supply obtained was doubtful.
Hasil semakan ke atas buku stok mendapati pemborong tersebut disyaki menjual minyak diesel ini kepada kenderaan bernombor pendaftaran Thailand. Susulan itu sebanyak 26,000 liter minyak diesel serta dokumen-dokumen berkaitan telah disita untuk tindakan siasatan lanjut dengan anggaran rampasan sebanyak RM55,900.
Met by reporters today, Farah Hadlina said licensed wholesalers dealing in controlled goods must maintain a stock book and fail to do so may subject them to action under Rule 13 of the Control of Supplies Regulations 1974 and Rule 11 for dubious supplies. She said the wholesaler had not updated the stock book for about a month, stressing that it must be updated each time diesel wholesalers receive their supplies. Farah Hadlina said the wholesaler was suspected of being involved in the misappropriation of diesel for the last 12 months. Investigations also found that the oil supply was believed to have been obtained from a wholesaler in Bukit Kayu Hitam, Kedah. She said KPDN had recorded the statement of the premises owner, a man in his 40s, for further action. The Perak government has denied claims that sand mining activities at Sungai Perak had resulted in the movement of soil at the water treatment plant LRE intake at Teluk Kepayang, both affecting 79,360 water user accounts in the Manjung and Perak Tengah districts on 31st of March. State Infrastructure, Energy, Water and Public Transport Committee Chairman Datuk Sri Muhammad Nizar Jamaluddin instead said sinking of the earth surface at the river embankment near the LRE caused pressure to build up, cutting off the water supply. Datuk Sri Muhammad Nizar further assured that the incident would not recur, especially ahead of the Hari Raya Aidilfitri celebration, which is expected to fall on the 22nd of April.
Jadi untuk itu sepanjang Hari Raya Aidilfitri ini insya-Allah kawasan-kawasan yang dulunya terlibat dalam insiden itu insya-Allah mereka tidak akan hadapi. Bagi itu telah buat kerja-kerja pemulihan, LAP telah buat kerja pemulihan dan insya-Allah kita akan dapat bertahan lama, ya.
On 1st of April, An environmental activist on Twitter claimed that the raw water pipeline at Teluk Kepayang LRA burst following sand mining activities along Sungai Perak. He said this when met after an Aidilfitri Aid program at Dewan Karsam, Maju Rapat today. On the program today, the Sungai Rapat Assemblyman said 150 recipients from the B40 group receive assistance in the form of vouchers worth 150 ringgit each and boxes containing daily necessities. A 49-year-old shop owner suffered burns to her toe, shoulder and elbow in a fire that partially destroyed a shop lot at Jalan Buang Seol in Limbang this morning. Limbang Fire and Rescue Department Chief Ramlan Ramajan said a team from the Limbang Fire Station was deployed to the scene after receiving a distress call at 10:30 a.m. He said upon arrival, the operation commander reported that the fire involved the top floor of a double-storey shop lot. The fabric storage facility was 40% destroyed. 49-year-old shop owner King Chunmoy was given early treatment at the scene, whilst an 18-year-old male employee managed to escape without any injury. The cause of the fire and the total losses have yet to be ascertained. The operation ended at 12:04 p.m. Also at the scene were personnel from the police and civil defence force. Still ahead, Khazanah divesting entire stake in Iskandar Malaysia studios. A total of 2.971 million vehicle owners have downloaded or registered through the My JPJ application since it was introduced on 10th of February. Road Transport Department JPJ Director General Datuk Zailani Hashim said JPJ's effort in promoting the application among vehicle owners to facilitate their affairs was going well. Datuk Zailani said the department wants the public to familiarise themselves with My JPJ Digital, and by the middle of this year, the application will be upgraded to show and renew their license. He also said the Smart Management Enforcement Device SMED will be used for those who have issues with internet coverage or do not own a telephone. He explained that for drivers who have problems displaying their driving license and digital road tags, the department will use the SMED by registering their identity to access licenses and road tags digitally. On another note, Datuk Zailani said the leave for its enforcement personnel would be frozen to carry out monitoring duties before, during and after Hari Raya Aidilfitri to ensure road users abide by the rules to prevent accidents. He advised road users to plan their trip, especially those returning to Kelantan, where congestion is expected to occur in Gua Musang due to road closure to make way for construction works for the Lingkaran Tengah Utama Expressway. The Computerised Vehicle Inspection Centre Puspakom is organising a voluntary vehicle inspection for free to all drivers and private vehicles owners beginning tomorrow until 20th of April in a move to ensure safe driving during Aidilfitri. Its Chief Executive Officer Muhammad Shukur Ismail said vehicle owners who wish to have their vehicle checked for free can just walk in at any Puspakom branch from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The service, however, will not be made available for its Shah Alam Selangor, Taman Bukit Maluri Kuala Lumpur and Pasir Gudang, Johor branches. In a statement today, Muhammad Shukur said its mobile inspection unit is also offering free inspections at several selected locations listed on Puspakom's website or Puspakom Sundaran Berhad Facebook. The voluntary vehicle inspection will focus on safety aspects with regards to brakes, light slips, tyres, suspensions, emission, lights, bottom and top of the vehicle, as well as tinted windscreen. Muhammad Shukur said the free inspection drive is aimed at getting vehicle owners to be more aware of the condition of their vehicles. This is done through inspections using computerized equipment, and with the information gained, vehicle owners could then send their vehicle for proper maintenance service. Khazanah Nasional Berhad's wholly owned special purpose vehicle of Platinum Ventures Sundaran Berhad has entered into a definitive share sale agreement to divest its 100% stake in Iskandar Malaysia Studios Sundaran Berhad IMS to Studio Management Services Sundaran Berhad SMS. This is to attract foreign investment as well as bringing economic and social benefits into Malaysia. In a statement today, Khazanah said SMS is expected to further enhance the services provided by Iskandar Malaysia Studios to the industry, as well as facilitate future partnerships and production opportunities for Malaysia. The collaboration and crowding of Malaysian entrepreneurs and capable regional partners would catalyse further growth and development of the ecosystem in IMS. Khazanah said the partnership would contribute to higher utilisation of the studio by regional and global players, which could be supported by the local production ecosystem, along with the better capacity to attract large productions and the sharing of a large content production pipeline. It added Khazanah remains committed to retaining the positive economic spillover benefits on the social economy while aligning its strategic imperatives of advancing Malaysia, ensuring value creation, capacity building and societal impact for the country. CIMB Bank has been named the best retail bank in Malaysia in the Asian Bankers Global Excellence in Retail Financial Services RFS Awards 2023 for its continued leadership in the consumer bank space. In a statement today, the bank said that the consumer bank space was led by its focus on digital priorities, which resulted in delivering superior customer experience, resulting in better cost efficiencies and overall business performance. Group Consumer and Digital Banking of CIMB Group Chief Executive Officer Effendi Shahul Hamid said the award showed the bank's continued focus on placing technology and digital enablement in the middle of meeting the evolving needs of customers. The Asian Banker Research Director Christian Cava said CIMB's focus on acquiring current and savings accounts and commitment to digitalization has led to improved customer satisfaction, cost efficiency and productivity. The Global Excellence in RFS Awards is a rigorous, prestigious and transparent awards program that celebrates institutional and individual leadership in retail financial services globally. The award was presented at the 22nd Excellence in Retail Financial Services Convention held by the Asian Banker in Hanoi, Vietnam. Coming up in sports, Hibiscus squad finishes second in 2023 National Sevens Rugby. The National Sevens rugby team failed to win the 2023 Southeast Asian Sevens Championship after they lost to Taiwan 14-17 in the final at Stadium National in Singapore. The Hibiscus squad had begun well, with Muhammad Azwan Zuwairi Madzizi scoring a try, then completing the conversion to lead 7-0 in the third minute. But Taiwan sprung back and equalised quickly a minute later, and then blazed ahead with yet another try in the following minute, putting the match at 7-12. In the second half, the game really got competitive as Malaysia managed to snatch the lead, going up 14-12 through Muhammad Shah Izwan Nordin try and subsequent conversion by Muhammad Azwan in the 13th minute, only to see Taiwan win the match with a try at the end of the match, settling things at 14-17. The two-day championships that began yesterday saw 6 men's teams and 4 women's teams competing, but Malaysia only sent a men's team. Rugby Sevens will not be part of the 2023 SEA Games in Cambodia this May, but will likely return in the next edition in Thailand in 2025, Kuala Lumpur 2027 and Singapore in 2029. Malaysian fans' hopes of watching the Harimau Malaya clash with Japan in the FIFA International Matches window in September will not materialise following the top Asian team having other commitments. Football Association of Malaysia FAM President Datuk Hamidin Muhammad Amin, however, said 3 other countries were interested in playing against the national team coached by Kim Pangon during that period, namely Taiwan, China and Kuwait. According to the FAM president, Malaysia still have a chance to meet the Blue Samurai if they are drawn together in the 2026 World Cup, 2027 Asian Cup qualifying round starting this November, apart from when the Harimau Malaya are in the final preparations before facing the 2023 Asian Cup in Qatar in January 2024. At the same time, due to the location factor, Datuk Hamidin personally feels that Taiwan and China are ideal opponents for the national team who plan to play abroad in September, but he said Pangont will first make a choice. Previously, Datuk Hamidin said FAM were waiting for an answer regarding the planning of a friendly match between Malaysia and Japan during the FIFA international matches window in September. The last time Malaysia faced Japan, who are also a four-time Asian Cup champions in a friendly match, was in the 2004 Korean Challenge Cup, which saw the national team loss 0-4.
Kelantan FC have appointed technical director Frank Bernhard as the team's new head coach to replace South Korean Choi Moon-sik. The club, through a statement on their Facebook today, said it is hoped that the appointment will propel the Red Warriors to greater heights.
Bernhard, who hails from Kiel, Germany, was formerly chief coach of the national under-23 squad and UITM FC and technical director of Estonia FA 2007 until 2012 and Azerbaijan FA 2014 until 2017. He has previously managed Estonian Mr. Liga team JK Talalina Kalev and also worked as technical director for the Azerbaijan Football Federation. He was also the head coach of the Malaysia national under-23 football team from 2015 to 2017. Last Tuesday, Kelantan FC sprang a surprise by resting Moon-sik and appointing assistant head coach Rizal Zamri Yahya as interim coach less than an hour before the start of the match against Terengganu at Stadium Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin in Kuala Nerus. The Red Warriors are currently lying second last in the Super League table with 4 points after 7 matches.
And that wraps up Malaysia Tonight. A reminder of our top story. Government remains steadfast in drafting strategy for food security. I'm Nur Zamri. Stay tuned to Saluran Berita RTM and have a pleasant evening.